Curse my hardiness. I really should be here more on time. But I'm not. As you can tell, I'm Welcome back to Low Energy Videos, where I have found the problem child of my community. This one-time ally, a HDD drive from Seagate that contains 2 terabytes of information, and probably 1% of that is causing my computer to fuck up. So, much like a mutated limb, I had to cut it loose. After I come back from America, I will try to find some money to get it repaired. If you're wondering how this affects streams, it won't affect any non-gaming streams. But we might have to resort to just be playing one game at a time, as my memory now has to be rationed. On the plus side, it actually makes my computer run a bit faster. But yeah, we're gonna play some Warcraft 2, The Tides of Darkness, because I've been feeling that, and I've been promising it for a few days. I also am going to be then watching some videos with you guys. Don't know how long I'll run for. I still have to go and pop in a painkiller. My back is not doing the best. Don't forget, we are currently going to be sober for the next couple of days. Oh, I was meant to get the little sticker thing above me there. I'll have to get back doing that tomorrow. What day are we at on? I'll have to find a 10 to put over my head. It's been hectic here past while. So, before I get up and deal with my back problems, before we get into this and then some videos, a few things. Number one, we will be doing the watch party tomorrow. My computer fucked up last night, which resulted in me taking the drastic step that I did. I guarantee you it's probably fine. There's almost certainly something very easy to fix, but I won't know until I take it in. I even cleaned it and everything. I thought maybe the joints or something were loose. Yeah. So we'll be doing the watch party tomorrow after a show, because I won't be drinking. We are currently a week in to our month-long sober month. I'm fine so far. But we'll do a show like this today, and then tomorrow we'll do another show like this, and then off to Discord. Be sure to join the Discord. Don't forget also to follow on Twitter, where I normally game, but today I just decided not to. Don't forget to check out the links down below as well for the Discord for tomorrow for the watch party. We're watching South Park, by the way. And don't forget to check out this Sunday. We're going to have Bearded Ramblings. And as for guest, well, it's going to be J. Troy Doe in the chat right there joining us. We're going to piggyback off his roaring success on TikTok. Which I'm not saying is some sort of dunk or passive-aggressive bullshit. Like, you're doing great. Much better than most people go on TikTok. Not that I really know. I would not do well on TikTok. I'm too slow. I'm too plodding. I'm too cozy until I get drunk and I don't like someone on screen. Then I get less than cozy. But yeah, we're gonna get into Warcraft now. Just gotta go and grab my painkiller. Today was the first day I needed to take an antihistamine for my hay fever. Hasn't happened all year. And as far as I can tell, it might not have been necessary, but I woke up very sneezy, very dry-nosed. Anyway, go and do this now. I did my bloody arms today. I didn't do my regular workout. Before we get into it, what you all guys doing? Oh, let's do it. Actually, more like good old-fashioned Slav squats. Oh. You guys are doing good. You know it's hot out when I take my big towel and put it on the chair. Whoever thought to have really white leather chairs in the sun? They're not human. You know, you're not wicker in the heat. You want Wicker, son. Wicker Son, the sequel to The Wicker Man. You're hungry? I ate a bunch of spicy tuna and rice. I am anything but hungry right now. Oh, PayPal took out the money for this month's, oh, I forgot, for this month's YouTube Premium. So we will be ad-free for another month. And on that topic, any money given up here, greatly appreciated. The fan meetup is in September. It's fast approaching, and I have so much to do. I won't lie. When shit like this happens, I get a little panicked. And when about my computer, and when we got the bins, they came in 100 each. Again, doable, but fuck's sake. Had this whole plan scheme lined up and everything. Which still isn't affected by it, but ugh. Oh, and we got Boglum Reacts coming in for Sunday. Sunday the 4th. I just made a little note of that. We got you. Let me see on the timetable. We got you, Troy, then Drake, and then Red, and then Boglum. And I know we have one more person down as a maybe for August. I should start getting in guests for the shows related that might end up coming to the meetup. Just to get people more interested in it. Magicus, Mickey Richards, Raisin, and the like. I reached out to Raisin, but God knows how if she'll be able to come on stream. Alright, I think we've procrastinated enough. We're gonna do a mission on Warcraft, and then we will get on with it. I checked the game's memory saved on these. Thank Christ. Still way too loud for my taste. So, yeah, I wanted to play this. I wanted to play this a few days ago, but one thing happened, and another, and we had guests over, and
Stratholme, the chief source of Alliance oil in the north, is preparing to deliver massive amounts of oil to the kingdoms in Western Lordaeron. You must sabotage their refineries and platforms to halt this shipment. Once Stratholme's ability to gather and process oil is destroyed, proceed to crush any and all resistance offered by the Alliance.
See what I mean? Even now, it's really loud. Don't look at me. Like, I suppose I can lower it a bit for you guys, but not really doable like that. Okay.
Yes, boss. Certainly. Okay.
Goblin sappers, baby.
What? Alright.
Oh, well, we have to restart the mission, and I'm not even kidding. I fucked that one up.
Stratholme,
Yes.
Yes.
I hate missions that don't let you build.
Alright.
What? All right. Hello. Yes, boss.
But they only give you a finite amount of troops, you know?
Yes, boss. Certainly.
That's enough space for everyone.
Alright. What? Huh? Alright. Alright, yes, Master. We're being attacked! Yes, Master.
I always think ogres need to be a lot stronger than that.
Alright. What you want me to kill? Okay.
Lockdar. Damn right. Alright, workers. Start to work. I built too close. Oh, wait, we can build out in the ice? No, I didn't think so. Alright.
Yes, Master. Okay. Yes, Master. We're being attacked! Alright. Alright.
Come on. There we go.
Okay.
This looks like a better spot for it, but fuck it. This game wants you to restart or get destroyed. And we'll also build a lumber camp. For everyone else,
Okay.
well,
Alright.
we can always replace them, but that's a lot of good troops.
Okay. Alright. Yes, Master.
I need the sappers for this.
You got me? Okay.
A lot of stone and shit. What are you doing? Dingleberry? You say you could move a boat? Think so. Come on. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to play this on nowhere to return? Oh, right. I wanted to play this over on Twitch, but with the fuck up as of late, that I couldn't even log into Twitch for a while. That's all cleared up now. From here on out, games, Twitch.
Work complete.
Don't know yet about Final Fantasy X. I gotta go and reinstall that and see what if the memory games got onto the cloud. We should be okay. I guess a while yet to. Get the space we need.
Yes, alright. Okay.
And these three out here. See what happens up here. It doesn't look it.
Alright.
Oh?
Yes, master.
Alright. You killed the ogre! Oh, no wonder we're getting our asses kicked. They're all level 3. Well, we needed space.
We're being attacked!
Dude, stop that. Why did we send the fucking cherries out for this mission? It's a big deal.
Zug. You got me? Okay. Alright.
So now that I'm sober and I've got plenty of time, I think.
Okay.
I could have a heart attack in a second. It's always possible.
Alright.
But
Alright.
I can talk about the boys, as I'm fully caught up. I'm also caught up with the Acolyte.
Alright,
Oh, shit.
We're being attacked! Okay, boss. You got me? Okay.
Should we keep yeah.
Boss. Okay.
The Robin ran away.
Alright.
But yeah, I've caught up with the boys and the Acolyte, and well, I've got some problems with the boys, but I need to I can't stress this enough.
Alright.
I really like the show, but it's a little too repetitive. Not repetitive. It's a little too predictable. I've noticed. I guess things before it happened. I haven't been blindsided yet with a revelation or anything. Which, if you're wondering why should I, well, because everyone likes a good mystery. Oh, House of the Dragon too. I'm caught up with that. That was a good last episode. It's 2 episodes behind. Just watched them yesterday. Yeah, no. There's too many predictable moments in it for me to say it's like amazing. It's like my favorite show ever. And on the topic of power, like power creep between them, like Homelander should be so much stronger than everyone else, but he's not. It's weird writing because enough people could just dogpile him and kill him. I don't get why they're so obsessed with being so afraid of him, unless they have to be really clever, which I do like. If it was a one-to-one comparison with Superman, which it isn't. Like there are scenes where he's going toe to toe with a guy who's basically like a temp. They're temporary. It's like, but this guy is so powerful. It's, I don't know. They're bad writing in that regard. But if you really want bad writing, my stance on The Acolyte is it's very disappointing. Not because of any of that shit that people are screaming about. Woke! It's woke! No, no, no. I don't give a flying hook about any of that. I haven't seen a single thing that has contradicted the lore that you can scream woke at. The writing's bad, the pacing's bad, and some of the acting. It's the first modern Star Wars thing I saw that I don't actually like. I know other people point to Book of Boba or sometimes Mando, but no, I'm at peace with that. Like, they're all fine. I just wish we had more fucking gold so I can get more goddamn peons. Move it, you ignorance. Let him stand his. I'm gonna get attacked at any minute. Somehow the enemy will immediately know. As for House of the Dragon, last episode was pretty fucking dope. I got no issues with that. Far more characters than, especially in Game of Thrones, than can survive. But it is interesting seeing the ones that are dropped off. And it shows a real dragon duel, as it should be, which is fucking terrifying to everyone involved. Also, this scene, this episode last had a lot of
ready to work.
oh, come on, Lev, use your words. Like shield heraldry, and it was cool seeing all the different types. There's one I did like that was like yellow field with a castle underneath. It was cool.
Ready to work. Sword dog. Swivel.
I got a house crest. I technically have two. You know, I had a mother. I wasn't born out of some sort of brewery.
Ready to work. Lord Hook.
Oh, if anyone is going to be joining us tonight, well, not tonight, tomorrow night, for South Park. One guest equates to one episode of their choice. So far, we have the It, or the Entity episode, which came out in 2001. Jesus, that was a while back. And we also have the episode, the Japanese toilet one, which I've only ever heard of. I actually haven't seen yet. But if you want to join us, just join the Discord down below. And we don't have a paywall anymore, so yeah. We need more duders.
You got me?
You're a duder.
Work complete. Ready to work.
And let them come and
Lord Dabu. Huh?
build a blacksmith.
Dabu.
Yo, why the smith's gotta be black though? There. Get a joke older than me. I don't see race, I just see iron quality. Never escaping these dog whistle allegations. If anyone gives a toss. I was saying this earlier today, I think my coffee enjoyment now oversees my tea enjoyment. And I mean, like, I'm drinking this shit black. I'm not putting that much milk at all into it. Pretty soon I will just have it straight. And we got rid of the wood fast enough. What are we, some sort of rampaging horde destroying everything? Working for some sort of legion that's burning, but we won't find that out until much later in the series.
Work complete.
Yes. Okay, we need to find wood.
Okay. Okay.
Must kill.
Okay. We're being attacked. Ready to work. Alright.
Fucking paladin.
You got me? Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay.
The fuck?
Okay.
Fucking wizard! Oh, mage.
Work complete. We're being attacked.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
On the plus side, we get to kill all these.
Alright.
Come on. Oh. Idiots. I forgot about how the magic worked in this game. Haha. Okay. Why did that get us more wood? Menu. Scenario objectives. Spoil all platforms, refineries, and Stratholme. Alright. So, destroy everything on the map. Fair enough. Problem is, I'm now terrified of wasting resources. That's not an orc way of thinking. How will I ever star in that terrible film no one remembers? I didn't hate that film, by the way. Didn't love it. Kinda just there.
We're being
Well, we're fucked. They're already on the move. That fucker's a level 6. Become cannon fodder, I guess? This is more like it. I'll harm you.
Work complete. Your command, Master.
Does anyone know what a holding pattern
We're being attacked.
means? You don't? That's super.
We're being attacked.
Yeah, do we start again? Not quite.
Command, Master.
I'm going to send... If we lose this, I will. Oh no, really?
We're being attacked.
We almost... Yeah.
We're being attacked.
Yeah, nah. Alright, we'll restart.
Stratholm.
See, I'm learning.
Certainly. Who is it? Yes, boss.
Okay, this time we don't piss away the troops given to us.
We're being attacked. Swobu. You got me? Okay.
You're winning on Fortnite? Hey, got any interesting skins? Sell out like some sort of skin tourist?
Boss. You the boss. Short dog. Swobu. John Dax. Alright. Zug.
They really want to give us 3 of these?
Short dog. Look dog.
What? Okay.
Lord Hook. Look dog.
First time I ever played this was on PlayStation 1. And I'd be curious to go back to compare the two. I can imagine this is... like the PC version was just better because it could just, you know, do more things. I don't know.
Work complete. Huh?
Also, I know they're orcs, so all the background, the UI looks like stone and shit like that.
Lord
Dried rock. Mud. But it just makes me think of brownies. Yep.
Work complete. Huh? Zug zug. Huh? Dabu. Itok.
So now what we're gonna do is, because we know there's some potent ass motherfuckers over there. We're gonna bum rush them.
Lord Hook. Huh? Lord Hook.
What? Certainly.
Now I do think that like
Yes.
there can be a
Alright.
useful thing for
Yes,
these
boss.
guys, but I don't know what it is yet. I
Yes,
don't want to
boss.
squander them. So of course I'm sending them
Alright.
off like fucking scouts.
All right. Certainly.
Lord Hook. Bubble. Work complete.
900. I've watched enough videos on the backstory of how this game was made. But love of God, I can't remember who came up with the idea of the music, because there's not that much of it. And it's very sort of
Zug dog.
bombastic and over the top, but most of the gameplay is just this.
Dabu. Zug dog.
Like Age of Empires 2 has some weird ass music for what it is. I love, is it Schamberger? Much as the next one, but it's just, what's this have to do with medieval society and castles and shit?
Lockstar.
This would be great for like a battle theme, but they couldn't switch music over to battles to.
Lockstar. Lockstar.
You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. Down those fucking trees.
Swivel.
Thank you.
Zug zug.
Oh, I'm in Egypt.
Dabu. Zug zug. Lockstar. Zug dog. Dabu. Lockstar. Zug zug.
When they're almost ready to drop the tree down, you just don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. Leave him be.
Zug dog. Dabu. Itok lockstar. Dabu. Itok dabu.
So I've been asking around for guests for non-BR and obviously non-drinking streams. And I think think I gotta start asking around more. Alright, maybe we can do without.
Zug zug. Dabu. John Dax. You the boss. Alright.
Alright, you're the short straw.
Zug zug. Dabu. Swobu.
Go out and start spawn.
Dabu. Swobu. Loktar. 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 Dabu. Loktar. We're being attacked.
There we go.
Swobu. Dabu. Swobu. Dabu. Zug zug. Zug zug.
Alright. Your sacrifice will not be noted in any way, shape, or form.
Ready to work. Lord Hook. Swobu. Loktar. Swobu. Loktar. Lord Loktar. Loktar.
Look tired.
Zogdog.
I do look tired. Build me a throwing axe worthy of something.
Would you want me to kill? Alright. You the boss.
Find the seal. Eat the
Alright.
seal. By killing the seal, then consuming its flesh.
You the boss. Alright. Okay. Work complete.
Did the seal
Loktar.
need to die? No. That's all you get.
Ready to work. Lord Hook. Loktar.
Come on, throwing axes. We've been having some crazy ass weather going between annoying as fuck humidity to lashing rain. One thing does tend to lead into another if you know anything about humidity. And we also had power outage, and I think we had some thunder and lightning earlier as well. Now, we lost power a while back, last week, to some thunder and lightning. So I want to be sure I don't have to worry about that. But if it happens, it happens.
Ready to work. Huh? Dabu.
Maybe I should just focus on upgrading what troops I do have. The blacksmith. rather than building a bunch of them. So, because there's lots of magic and shit, maybe I should do both on what resources I do have. Once the trees are gone, we'll be on a timetable.
Okay. What? Okay. You got me? What? Work complete. Work complete. Lord Hook. Zug zug.
Yeah, that'll be enough
Zug,
farms
zug.
for now. I
Zug
think.
zug. Lord Hook.
Oh god, I watched a channel I've never seen before, and they were talking about Marshall Matters the Fourth. I posted up on the Discord.
Zug zug.
I forgot so much about the fucker. If anyone remembers, Marshall is a very no-no boy. Son interviewed him, went down and interviewed him. And unlike Cobes, who came across as weird but harmless, Son had to leave, like, find an excuse and just run.
Work complete.
Because he was, like, terrified of the fucker. Which, yeah. Oh no, how am I gonna build a fucking, lumber mill now? Oh no. Wait, 450? Yeah, okay, we can afford one lumber mill, so we can't
Okay.
spend any
Zug zug.
wood. So we've secured here. Means if I'm right, we can't build anyone or train anyone.
Work complete.
No? Grunt. Okay.
Zug dog.
Bring me up some grunts.
Zug dog. Lopdog.
I don't like how they're static, the buildings. Like, there should be...
We're being attacked. Your command, master.
There.
Zug dog.
Alright, that's not a sign to fucking move my butt. I don't know what is.
Zug zug. Jodax. Universe. Dabu. Dabu.
Yes.
Dabu. Swivel up, dabu, dabu. Zug zug. Zug zug. We're being attacked. Zug zug. Okay, boss.
Okay. Okay. Find the mage. If he's still there. He is not. Alright.
Doktoru. Loktar.
No.
Itok. Dabu.
Make lumber camp. Here.
Sunsun. Huh? Swobu. Loktar. Itok.
Wow.
Sunsun.
Even nature is trying to stop the horde. Oh shit.
Swobu. Loktar.
Dick. Alright.
Dabu. Okay. You got me. Alright. You the boss. Okay. We're being attacked. Okay.
No.
Loktar. Sunsun.
Oh shit. This bad. This very bad.
What you want me to? You the boss. Joan Dax?
Survive only like one or
Your
two
command,
more.
Master.
Get
We're
up
being
here.
attacked.
No.
Itok. Sunsun. Dabu.
Piss off with that healing shit.
Lord. Dabu.
They were fucked. Alright.
Stratholm.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be a tool. Big old tool. First, the Horde unit sappers have low path, provides an impressive display of their talents. Allow us to take the city by land and build ships, so their forces prefer to march further north. The horse slaves are mined by Hall, North Gold Mine. Rest headed out closest to the enemy city. Again, they gutted any enemy it encountered. Okay. I'm even gonna watch a video. Zolf. Okay, it's all standard. Wait a minute. How do they have enough resources to... Okay, what I'm seeing right now is they build a second hole near the southern mine. And that's the main one. Oh. Built some towers. More wood. Fucking ships. Okay. Oh, okay. It looks like I went and did a no. I did it backwards. Yeah, I did it backwards. Alright.
What? Certainly. What? All right. Who is it? All right. Yes. Okay.
Son. You got me? What you want me to? Okay.
So what I gotta do is, after we clear this place out...
Son.
I know, it's a bit of a cheat that I just did that. But guides are important. We can get good when we're dead. And fighting in the endless war.
Okay.
So all we do here...
Alright. Son. Chukami, Swobu. Chukami, Dabu. What you want me to? Okay. What? Alright. We're being attacked!
All we do here is build this up and then start harvesting. All this is to be good for.
Jordax. Alright. Jordax. Universe. What you want to keep? We're being attacked!
Yeah, look, they're even level 2 yet. They're not leveled up.
Okay, master. Jordax. Okay. Zogtog. Zugzug. Work complete. Yes, master. Jordax. Universe. Zugzug. Zugzug. Lord Lokar.
The second hole. Ah, you see what's going on there? Wait, it's... We have just about enough resources.
Zugzug. Yes, master. Lord Hook. Zugzug. Zugzug. Dabu. Jordax. Alright.
Don't want to be getting too close.
Zugzug.
At the same time, we also...
Swobu. Chukami. Alright. Jordax.
want to have as much space as possible to grow. You're winning. Good zone. I've been playing this over on Steam, and if Steam over on this one more time, lad, use your words. Twitch. If you want to see me playing this on Twitch, playing so much Crusader Kings as of late that really just I needed something different.
You got me? Okay. Alright. Alright. You the boss. Okay. We're being attacked!
Come on.
Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay. You the boss. Work complete. You got me? Alright. Alright.
No.
Look, we're being attacked! Loktar! Loktar! Work complete! Alright. Sunset Swobu!
Now we have a sort of decent income potential. Got 2 sources of wood and 2 sources of gold. We don't have anywhere to. Not the space for them.
Joe Dax. Alright. Alright. You the boss. Okay, right, you the boss.
Well, that helps a little.
Swobu. Dabu.
Nice.
Loktar.
Bastard.
Swobu.
Attacking innocent peons. It's our job.
Dabu.
Anyway, how you guys doing in chat? Any news? No, I asked that earlier, but it's always good to ask. Anyone else been keeping up with the shows I've been keeping up? You can water cooler this convo.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Where we can just blow this fucker up. Because we're gonna have to find a place to
All
eventually
right.
settle
Work
down
complete.
a dock.
Dog.
Hello. Certainly. Yes, boss. Okay. Okay. Yes, boss.
Seals?
Okay. All right.
Such as seals.
Certainly. All right. All right.
Weird, they're not blowing them up.
Okay.
There we go. Pointless! Woo!
Sunset.
Poor orcs aren't getting their daily veg and fruits. I don't see these fuckers eating nuts except for on numerous yaoi boards.
What you want me to? Okay.
This is how the carnivore people think they look.
Work complete.
The paleo diet and shit. Hell, at least the paleo diet people actually go and eat vegetables and fruits. They just, they think they find it unaltered on the ground, you know? You wash your food? That gets rid of all its nutrients that no one ever. Well, they say it's, but... I'll keep my farms here, out of sight and out of danger.
Zug.
After this week's watch party, we gotta think of something new to watch. Come on.
Work complete, huh? Zug.
Now, you could survive maybe 5 seconds if
Ready
you
to
get
work,
that.
Lord Lokar. Ready to work. Huh?
One more peon for wood. Peon for wood. Oh, hell yeah. You know that's gonna cost you extra. And we'll start building up our military.
Ready to work. Zug.
Well, we have to get more. These fuckers.
Ready to work. Lokar.
Better than having them just wait around. Okay.
Huh? Dabu.
Build this. Oh, here it comes.
We're being attacked. Dabu.
And it begins.
Lord,
Our inevitable defeat.
work complete. Zagzabu, Itok, Lokta, Itok. Zagzag. Dabu.
The fuck?
You are being attacked. Okay, you the boss. You the boss. Alright. You the boss. Alright, you the boss. Okay. Then okay, our city.
What is? Oh. Well, so much for me being able to hold them off. Duel we will not win.
Alright. You got me. Alright.
So how are we
Ready to
to...
work. What you want me to kill? Lord, Zug.
you know, not die?
Ready to work. Huh? Zug. Lokta.
Be a big help if we didn't die. Just tossing it out there.
Ready to work. Huh? We're being attacked.
Too much to ask for, huh?
They're destroying our city.
So... Okay. Okay. Do I just suck? Perhaps I do. Perhaps I do. Because I did the same thing they did. Okay, I guess we're gonna go for a change now. Like, I followed it. I copied more or less what he did. Yeah. Okay. He's flicking the map like he's taking way more coffee than me. Alright, that's the first difference. He built the... He built the hole much closer.
All right, boss.
Okay, this guy clearly isn't doing it.
Ready to work.
Like, flawlessly.
Ready to work. Sun, sun.
Yeah, so he's gathering up resources and doing all that, yeah. So, what was stopping all the fucking paladins coming in and shit? That's one thing different. He built the tower. And that's where I should build my navy. See, that blew up. Don't appreciate that one bit. Goblins to find out the map. He's already built fucking juggernauts and shit. So you are meant to be attacked by them constantly. You're just meant to hold them off. So I wasn't doing anything wrong in that regard. I was just... He's losing like huge amounts of units and everything. The fuck was that? Oh damn, mage. Okay. Ah, the navy's useless now. Okay, so as far as I can tell, I'm really bad at this. Okay, good to know. I will put a pin on it for a future. We're already an hour and a half in. Yeah, no, I don't think this headphones has enough battery for me to go back and try again here. We will try again over on Twitch. We're gonna watch videos now. What? How? Well, how is the same way I'm about to tell you to like, share, and subscribe, and throw some money in towards the stream goal, and check out the links down below, and all that stuff. Through the power of the internet. That's how. What? Okay. Let me see what we got. An ordinary sausage video, which I will not touch yet. Because we're leaving that till Sunday. Rain's pouring out downside. Here.
YouTube, we have a
Yep, the one and only Cobes. Because when in doubt, Cobes has got you back. Can I get an amen?
adult beverage for 21 and up.
So it looks like a child's idea of champagne.
Look at this cool looking bottle.
Not
This
that cool.
is Dragonfire, green apple. Watch what happens when you shake it. It shimmers like Vinicue liqueur.
That's where you went? Dude, that's just like
That's
sediment.
not all it does. There's a button on the bottom.
Oh, yeah? Oh, no. Oh, okay. 1 point to Hufflepuff. I'd be a Slytherin and you know it.
Shiny. Look at the colors.
Yeah, it's alright.
Those are the 3 modes that light on the bottom has. And then you can just boop, turn it off. Now how do you open it? Like a cheap bottle of champagne. It's got the cork. We'll get
Compared
it
to
open here, but take a
expensive
look at
bottle of
this cool-looking
champagne.
bottle. And you can feel the scales on the dragon's face, which is cool
Called embossed, Cobes. That bottle is embossed.
looking. They got a bunch of different flavors I'd love to try, but I saw this available to DoorDash. And I went,
Jesus, buddy, how much money do you end up spending on DoorDash? Like, there has to be something that he wants that isn't food or drink. Like, I'm not going on benders anymore because I did go on benders and that almost cost me my fucking flight. Then it almost cost me my fucking hotel. I ain't got no more benders. I am bendered out. No more food, massive amounts of food, no more alcohol except for once a month. Next is on the 5th of August. So we got 4 wasted Wednesdays that are wasted of the wasted part. And then 5 days after.
the green color, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. The bottle's got my Scottish clan colors on it, so I was like, yeah, let's go, let's try this.
Oh, you know what? If he was Irish, I would be very sad, but he claims to be Scottish, and that makes it hilarious. So, Scottish clan colours. Clan Saunders? Like, the clan system is real, but no one cares about it except for Americans who want to get back to their list of Scottish clans. List of Scottish clans. Like, no one gives a toss about the clan system in Scotland itself. So, you know, if you're going to wear a kilt, you're probably going to wear your tartan. As you can see here, not every one of them has a their own unique tartan. So let's see, what color in particular? Under S, wouldn't it? Ah, don't have a chief. This is Game of Thrones shit, like they have their own mottos and everything. Like, these are real clans, like these are real things. It's just no one really takes it seriously. Ireland doesn't have an equivalent anymore due to a little thing called 800 years of persecution by the English. Be under S, wouldn't it? Fraser. That's Fraser. Give us an S. A lot of these aren't really like. I wonder how many are like completely just names and not like no one exists in it. McAllister. Tavish. Damn, that's a lot of M's. Right, we're in S territory now. Sinclair. Spence. Spotswood. Stewart. Stewart of Appin. Stirling. Stewart of Butte. Sunderland, Swinford, Simmons. Oh, unless his clan is a different. If anyone knows Cobes' clan, That would be interesting. Suppose we have to go off the color scheme, but there's so many that look kind of similar. You could have also just... Ooh, these ones have a crest. Something tells me these are British. More British and Scottish. It's all cool, like it's a nice connection to the past, but you know, these guys lost, and they lost hard. What Landon's clan is?
If you
I should
like
ask
the
him.
drink reviews, subscribe for more. It's got
Well,
one of
yeah.
those styles of cork, as you can see. Let's turn the light on. Like that. No, this is a adult beverage for 21 and up. But
Even though it looks like gummy worms have been turned into one of your meads.
This is the first time I've seen like alcohol with a strobe light on it. That is some cool looking shit, man.
Eh, gimmicky, but
And
it
it
works.
shimmers like Vinny Q, as you can see. So far so good. Let's try it, shall we?
The only drink of these I ever had that was like gimmicky was like Goldschlager, which is so syrupy and licoricey that there's no point to drink it other than to say that you have the little metal flakes, which technically are gold, but you'd need a huge amount of them to make even $1.
So you're definitely getting points for having a champagne style cork.
Why? It doesn't make it any more or less fresher. You can get Prosecco over here for like €8 that has this cap. It's nice, I suppose.
Like bougie luxury points.
Bougie luxury. Bougie luxury. And this is one reason I think him using English slang always pisses me off. Because he's got the American thing where he kind of stretches it out. Say the words fast.
Trigger warning is going to be a loud popping noise.
Trigger warning on a Cobes video? I've never... I would have been really scared, but he did give me a heads up. I appreciate that. Dude, let it fucking breathe. Probably 90% sugar
so here's
anyway.
the bottle. And if you want to try this and you're old enough to consume alcohol, hit the like. And if you like I said, the videos, subscribe for more.
You're young enough, but more interested than you have any right to be, so you go and steal it from your parents. You and your friend go out to a field and get drunk, and then you touch each other in a pseudo-erotic way, and then you think that it's gay afterwards, and you don't talk for like a year. Meanwhile, one or both of you have created very vile rumors about the other person. Somebody's dealing with their divorce. Their parents.
For more. It's cool. It's got like a little strobe light right there.
It's fine. It's fine. That does not look fine. He probably thinks that that's what his mead looks like. I was gonna say his beer.
This sour apple is delicious. It's more of a...
Hello, Josh. I bet that would pair well with a custom Little Caesar deep dish pizza.
sweetness than I would say sour.
Or maybe some Wendy's.
It's got like a sweet green apple taste. There is like a hint of
think
sour.
about your beloved.
And a taste of fresh green apple on the aftertaste. It's very crisp.
You just said that it tastes like apple.
This is my second bottle too. I bought one last night. Tried to do.
Then why did you sound so like? Okay, if you're generally doing a tasting of this, you should open with this. Like, this is what I like. I had this before. Not have a bit and then be like, yes, I think this is good. You're so shit-faced you couldn't taste
Review
it?
of it, but I didn't like the way the review turned out, so I'm like, I'll just redo it for the fans.
I want to. Whenever he says it's not good enough for him and he had to redo it, I gotta see it because what we see is his final take.
But yeah, this is really pretty wine.
I wonder how many fist holes have already been made into his trailer yet.
Shimmers like Vinicue.
Vinicue.
And it tastes good. It's cool looking.
Okay. So it's dragon.
They got a bunch of different flavors.
Like dragon wine, soured apple dragon wine. Dragon wine, sour apple light bottle. All right. Dragon fire. Sparkling wine. That's the website. I want to see how much this stuff goes for. All right, we'll see from the website. All right. So a bottle of this stuff comes to $22. That's probably before shipping and tax. So $23, right? Tax discounts and shipping calculated, and he's bought 2 bottles. What percentage are we looking at here? Each bottle has... Yeah. What's the percentage? Mango. Why didn't he not get the peach wine? He loves peach. Like, this is some girly drink. It might be good in a cocktail, but this is some borderline alco pop. You get it for the novelty of it. 10% off and free shipping on 6 bottles or more. You think maybe he got that instead? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I think that's what he did. I think he bought the 6 bottle thing. And this'll do him. Like, don't get me wrong, a few of these would knock anyone out because they're probably like 10% to 14%. So yeah, it'd be potent enough. Wait, hold on. Wait, is that under 10? 6%? Are you fucking high? I've had IPA stronger than that. And they're all 6%. So he's spending 23 quid a bottle on something that's just a little stronger than a can of Bud. Is he trying to make a statement? Is he like, oh, well, I'm only drinking for the taste now? Because brilliant, if so, but, well.
I'd love to try, but I saw this available to DoorDash, and I like the green color, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. The bottle's got my Scottish clan colors on it, so I was like, some shit. Pour it in there. It probably tastes like caramel dipped apples. And so you could definitely do some pretty delicious drink combos with this.
Yeah, probably.
And Dragonfire Wine is not a sponsor. This is just...
No, I don't imagine they are.
You know, I see cool and interesting stuff to try, and then I try it.
Come on, Cobes.
Oh, excuse me. Ugh. But what drew me to the bottle here was the color. I clicked on it and it said it was called Dragonfire, green apple. And I do like sour things, but if it's like so sour you can't enjoy it, it kind of just, you know what I'm saying? But this is delightful. Excuse me. This is not that sour at all. It's more sweet than sour. This is very delightful. If you like a mild green apple taste with a hint of sweetness. This wine is getting the Cobra seal of approval, and you know it's supposed to like ignite your imagination while drinking it.
Ignite it?
So yeah, if there's strobing lights,
Cobes, it's there to look impressive for you and the college students that think that they're being really trendy and cool. You know, oh, I don't normally drink much. Woo, it's okay. My dad's paying for all this.
see trigger warning for epileptics.
No, it's too slow for it.
3 different strobers. So this is convenient if, like, you know, you're at a camping site and you need some light while you're drinking. I definitely try the cherry, the peach, and the mango, and the blueberry for sure. This is a really cool wine, so I don't know if you can get it in your liquor store locally, but
Probably not.
King Cobra JFS finds the coolest beverages.
You find beverages?
You can't tell me that's not fucking badass. I like the color, I like the taste. It's all shiny and like, whoa, dude.
It looks cool, but it also looks chemically. Very chemically.
Mother Earth, man. And if you like apple flavored things, would recommend.
Damn, my bad. I shouldn't
And
have
they
been
got all
checking.
kinds of delicious flavors and all the.
Should have been checking
like I said,
Twitter on the main. My bad. I think that I didn't see any nudity, any titties.
all the wines,
YouTube would not be
all of the
approving.
Dragonfire wines, they all shimmer like this, and they all got their own color coded strobe.
Yeah.
And I bought this at a local liquor store, so I was like,
Oh, so we bought 2 of them. All right. It's still though, like, is he not going to address how strong it is and how expensive it is? Because like it's expensive. It's not cheap shit.
Dragonfire, let's check this out. I dig the bottle, it's cool. The textured scales on the label, it's nice.
Yeah, they put a lot of effort into the bottle.
I'm also releasing a brand new t-shirts.
Oh, here we go.
I did release it today, but I noticed that it was a little off center, so I had to like fix it. So you'll probably see it on Customized Girl tomorrow. It's a brand new t-shirt.
Oh yeah. Where's customizable girl? Let's see.
It's called the Funny British t-shirt.
The funny British t-shirt. Okay, so he's going racist. That's cool. That looks so busy. That looks so cheap. That looks kind of cool. No. No, no, no. No, no. No. Although I'm now thinking of a girl that I know would wear that shit. Like, some of these aren't the worst. I mean, they kind of are, but It's not up yet. Sort by item. T-shirt. Not up yet. I wonder how many people actually buy this shit. Dude, if you did this, if you wore this, it would just be the... You know who could pull this off? A super busty hot OnlyFans girl could wear that. It'd still be creepy, but it would be passable, because she'd be wearing it ironically. Okay. Still thinks that's funny. South Park beat him to it. $32 for these t-shirts. Fuck communism. Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. I like communism. I love how his pictures are just like JPEGs. He's just put to a to like an image. These I like the most because they're him without him realizing the underlying shit. I like people and beer. I can't wear this. I know Elf would be very fascinated about this. He was very fascinated about his tattoo in Cobra's fangs. Oh, Cobes. I wonder how much he makes from those.
And it literally says on the front, I'd rather have a...
I know Bite Size Cobes has he does like a tally of Cobes's like monthly income, and at least I think it's Bite Size. It's this English dude. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie, I think that's kind of a bit fucking weird. You do you, and I'm glad that people put out content like that to a degree, but even I'm like, okay, maybe what we gotta do? Count how many times he chews?
Pints than be a prat. And then on the back, on the back of the shirt it says, I'll show you my Big Ben if you show me your minge.
Oh my
Really
god, no! No! That's like when a woman goes like, my pussy. That's the equivalent of minge. No. Minge is not a good thing. Minge is like, she hasn't washed or shaved. Minge... Smeg. He needs to find out about the word smeg. If he does that, that would be great.
Inappropriate British humor, but you know, there you go. So
No, I
keep an eye
don't.
out for that.
I tried. It's not there yet.
Excuse me. And this is not based off of any like TV shows or anything. It's just a, like I said, just a really pretty shimmering sort of wine.
Based off a TV show?
It's just so pretty.
What is it, Romulan ale?
Like it looks like some kind of like witch's brew, you know. So this would be fun for like a Halloween drink combo for sure.
Yeah, for pretentious douchebags with lots of money, because they might as well just be getting like a Four Loko.
Some of this stuff.
A Four Loko is stronger and it'll be multicolored.
But with like a caramel flavored liqueur.
Liqueur.
You know what I'm
Liqueur.
saying? Oh yeah. Let me know what you think. If you think this drink looks badass and tasty, and you like how it shimmers.
It's fine if I was 17 and not used to alcohol. It would be grand. I won't be drinking for a month, but I guarantee you that'll still just be water to me at the end of it. Okay, Cobes. Thank you for opening the door. Oh no. Is he a bit...
Hello, I'm sick.
No.
I just thought I'd come on the internet and look for a bit of sympathy. There's a new strain going around. It's called Flirt. That's a fucking stupid name. Well, Mr. Rona, you can flirt all you want, but I don't recall giving you consent to enter my fucking body. I don't want any advice from all the medical experts in the comments who never get sick because they drink fucking 2 litres of turmeric and camel piss in the morning. I've me flat 7 up here, and it's all I've ever fucking needed. There was no fucking turmeric or avocados or any of that shite in Ireland until about 2 years ago, and we were all fine.
Well, turmeric for a little while, but who needs fucking turmeric when you've got those McConnell curry powder? Is it McDonald's? I think it's McDonald, but it isn't McDonald's. It's McDonald, a family name, and they make this sort of powdered curry in this huge red tub. Like, once you get them, that's it. That's all you need.
Told there a few minutes ago to get a load of multivitamins, and then I googled them, and it just says that you piss them all out. So I don't know what to fucking believe. If I took all the advice I got given, I would die of the weirdest overdose ever. It's awful sad. It was the carrots, ginger, and B12 that got him in the end. I'm gonna have soup. Follow me. I'm delicious.
It's true. It's true. He is delicious. But more importantly, B12, you want to have it in your diet just because you end up with eyes like mine. You don't. Which, considering that's usually what a woman always praises me for, that and my colossal personality, I just kind of think that it's a requirement. That's why I got lack of B12 in my blood. Okay, no, they're not. I'm gonna click it. I have no idea who this person is. Wandering Turnip. Off to a good start with a name, but that's some clickbait shit. Yet, I'm about to baited into some clicking.
Fish and chips. A meal once deemed so important to our British diet that in World War II it was one of the few foods that wasn't rationed. But 80 years later, price has killed popularity, and a cost of living crisis that's killed not only many shops around the United Kingdom, but also the working class customers.
Alright, I'm worried about a few things. Number one, will he make this about immigration? If he makes this about immigration, I am not interested. Number two, will he mention the fact that you can get fish and chips anywhere, but now they're diversifying the ones that remain? And number three, will he show us his favorite fish and chips place that's still running? And if so, what does he get?
Customer base that this food was meant for. I knew I had to go find the owners of these shops and hear the struggles firsthand, and take to the streets and ask the people, when was the last time you had fish and chips?
Have it 7 nights a week.
So I went on holiday at the weekend, not abroad, just a quick English getaway to the
English. Yeah, you gotta say it with a lot of hate in your voice. Not really, but like it just, I am looking for the signs.
Lake District, to a popular tourist town, and when I was there I walked past a fish and chip shop and I felt my pocket and I had a few quid in there, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to get some chips. Right. I went here and I said, just get chips and curry sauce please. Right. We spent a few minutes getting it ready, and then they went, that'll be £6, and I went, £6? Oh sorry, no, not fish and chips, just chips and curry sauce. And they went, yeah, no,
that's been like that for a while now. Actually, hold on, £6 up north, up in the UK. I think a bag of chips here is about £3, and the curry sauce would be about an extra €1.50. So about a euro cheaper.
That's £6 for that. So I said, how much would it be for fish chips and curry sauce then? And she went £15.
That's rough.
And I couldn't believe it. And at first I was like, God,
He's
that's
very
so bad. I can't believe they're charging that.
Particular
and
words.
then the more I thought about it, the more I did some research, I realised no fish and chip shop, I don't think anyway, is profiteering. They are just the result of a terrible cost of living crisis, horrific energy price rises. And I thought, I've got to go make a video about fish and chips.
Like I said, like he's not wrong. There is, it isn't just fish and chips either. Every like restaurant chain, type of restaurant, every sort of food making place is struggling because of just rising shit. You know, you can put it down to Brexit, or you can put it down to whatever, but it's there.
Document it and just do a bit of investigation. So that's what we're doing today.
So everything that we use, including packaging, it's doubled in price. Potatoes have doubled in price in the last 10 years. Oil has more than doubled. Energy prices have gone up. So it's a struggle for people who run chippies.
You're still busy then here, yeah? Do you pay rates on this place as well?
Business pay rent on it.
Just oh, well, it's good to see you still busy and doing well.
Please. Thank you very much.
Top man, what's your place called? I'll give you a shout out.
Tommy Field Chippy.
Tommy Field Chippy, give you a shout out. So just as I was doing my little introduction there, the fella in the little chippy there in the market calls me over. He says, "What you filming?" I said, "I'm doing a video about fish and chips," and he says, "Oh, you can interview me." So I asked him a few questions, and immediately, he told me just a few of the struggles that happen with everything doubling in price.
Struggles,
so many different costs just going higher and higher.
Mike, did you do a bump of coke before you started doing this, please? I don't know the first thing about you, but this is a little bit off-putting.
When was the last time you had fish and chips?
I mean, 7 nights a week.
7 nights a week? No, you don't.
I had it for about 4 or 5 days ago.
How much does it cost you these days for fish and chips?
Different price, and you can pay £80, £70, £11. Something depends what.
You still think it's fair though, like a fair price for the meal, or do you think it's too much?
Well, one time chippy meal usually cheap, didn't it?
Yeah.
When I went to chippy, I wouldn't dream of paying £1.50 for gravy.
Yeah.
True. I remember the sauces were still well under €1 or £1 back before that. Like when I was a kid, bag of chips was like €1. I think like a £1.60, £1.70 for a bag of chips, and then they would throw in. You get other things too, like a tenner could get you. Back when I was putting on the pounds, like a lot, a tenner could get you bag of chips, 2 bags of chips and a bar sausage. Get some cheap ass Coke, and you could buy a super cheap DVD in the Extravision, and that would be about a tenner. Alcohol was already skyrocketing in price when I started drinking. So like on paydays, I would just piss away 50 to 80. Now it's obviously it's more, but I don't get paid that much. It did slightly increase the money a few years ago, but it's not really keeping up with the ever increasing just inflation of just and price increases. And yeah, the chippers are getting ridiculous. Like now when I walk past the chipper, 2 things stop me. One, the smell of the grease is not appealing to me anymore. It happens when you just change your diet to such a big degree as I have. I think maybe like a month and a half ago I went in for a bag of chips, and that was about, yeah, it's $2.30 for a bag of chips, and the sizes are the same. They don't inflate. Some places do chips bigger, others smaller, and some do bags of chips bigger and others smaller. Bischoff's and Beschoff's in Dublin is like they give you a massive amount of chips, but you're paying for a massive amount of chips. And the fish, well, depends what you're getting, right? Then you're like, is what sort of batter, what type of fish, and does it have a reputation of being good or bad? Because the chipper over here actually has a bit of a bad reputation. It's part of a chain of them.
I'm not paying. I won't dream of going on a cheaper sale. What gravy on my train? I'm not paying £1.50.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, like what you do is you go into like the shop beforehand and you buy your own condiments and you take them home and you use that. You want to have ketchup with it. You want to have barbecue sauce with it. You want to have sweet and sour. Oh, the Chinese is even worse. Like, oh my God, it is so expensive up in the Chinese that it isn't just the smell, but it's also the price on both of them that put me off. I'll still go in once in a while, especially if I had to have a drink. But these days, if I've got a drink and I want to go out and eat something, I'll go to the petrol station and pick up a bag of frozen chips. Is it as good? No, but if you're shit-faced, you don't care after a certain point. But if you're just getting like actual food, like you need to grab something quick, like you can get a lot cheaper anyway. Increasingly, there's no need to go to the chipper.
Mate, yeah.
I want to be on principle. In a state behind a chipper, you £2.60 they charge.
Yeah.
You go in Iceland, you can get 4 for £6.50.
Yeah.
See the difference?
Yeah. But the costs are high, bit like energy prices, all and stuff, so it's hard. You don't want to blame them.
I went to Alkrington last Friday with a mate. Large chips, in Alkrington, £5.
Yeah.
£5 for a live.
Cost of living, that's it, mate.
It's all you're smoldering about. If you're hungry when you're out, you've got to buy some food. We all know that, but you see though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, dear. Yeah. Sorry, I just need to get out of the rain for a second. Would you believe it's July in England? It's absolutely chucking it down.
Okay, is this guy a plant? Because yes, you have lived in the UK, right? Like, you have lived in the United Kingdom. It rains in the summertime a lot, and then next week it can be scorching hot. Ireland does the same thing, but more extremes.
Well, yeah, so this video today is just going to be a bit of a history of fish and chips, an exploration of fish and chips, and just talking about the problems that industry faces. Now, I've come to Oldham, where one of the first, if not the first, fish and chip shops in England was opened. There's another one in London, and it's disputed between the two. Was it these Jewish immigrants in London who had the first shop, or was it a fella up here in Lancashire?
Again, why did you focus so much on Jewish? Like, especially with a word like that, I don't want you to be focusing on these words so much. It's coming across as a bit aggressive.
Just near Oldham, and apparently there's a plaque nearby on one of the fish and chip shops. I'm going to go try and find that plaque.
I agree with the message.
John Lees, a Lancashire man from an area called Mosley.
Whoa, United!
United. I have, mate. Quick question.
Yeah.
Best fish and chip shop in Oldham?
Truthfully, over there, Levers, fucking beautiful.
Levers, is that the one just in the market?
Oh, Watersheddings is a better one, the plough.
The plough.
Where, you can get fish.
I never get that level of drunk. It's not like he's sloshed, but it's a sort of like, I'm going to be touchy and talk to you really close to you level of drunk. I never seem to get that, but I always seem to attract them.
Chips. What's happened to this fella? Why is he getting involved?
I heard something.
Yes, Oldham, born and bred.
How often do you
Any chess Oldham is crap.
How often do you get fish and chips?
Well, probably once a month or something.
Like once a month?
Yeah, but it's all good.
Yeah, I'm about the same.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of looking into it, because it's kind of sad seeing how many businesses shut down, rising
So
costs.
fucking, Oldham's fucked.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the true story. Oldham's on its knees, but we love it. That's where we live, unfortunately, isn't it? But it's fucked. Anyway.
We love it, but it's where we live, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a very common response for most people in the UK.
Good man.
Thanks for having us.
I'm gonna get fish and chips as a
Am I going to be
recommendation.
famous on this one?
You might be, mate. Yeah.
Yes, brother. Thank you
Good
very
man.
much.
See ya. Sorry, I just got distracted by them lovely fellas who were recommending me fish and chip shops to go and check out. But yeah, what I was saying was John Lee.
Yeah, except he didn't. He was talking about the wider economic downturn of the area, which, again, like, it's not just fish and chips, it's everything. Like, a lot of these places will be rented out and they just won't be able to keep up. In our village, the main street is becoming a ghost town. The best sandwich place in the village, Crumbs, closed up doors. It was never not packed. There was always people going in there. And after Subway closed, for the same reason, they should have had run of the town. But people just don't have the money. And post-COVID, people don't have the money to go into a restaurant, sit down, and have a sandwich on the regular like they used to. Everyone is tightening their belt. I think, by the way, that's one reason why cooking at home has become so much more prevalent. Like all the amateur chefs, it's because you can save a lot of money.
He was the guy from the north who was credited with the first fish and chip shop. Now it is heavily disputed between the Jewish immigrants down in London in the East End, but there had been the food here for a lot longer than that beforehand. So in Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, published in 1838, he speaks of fried fish warehouses. So this was clearly a delicacy that people were eating. It's just got that north-south divide, that split opinion on who was it that opened the very first brick and mortar fish and chip shop.
Yeah, you get that a lot in the UK. There's a lot of places that kind of claim they're the first at something or whatever. Like, there must be 20 oldest pubs in Britain or Europe. In the UK, and a couple in Ireland too.
Here we go. Do you work here, mate? Yeah. Is there a plaque on the wall about John Lees, the first fish and chip shop guy?
The best thing is gonna ask my boss, mate.
Alright, sound, yeah, I will. I think that might be it, you know.
Oh yeah?
Oh, that's it.
Ah, that one you mean?
Yeah.
See, he thought he was being a bit dodgy. He thought he was being a bit like, okay, why am I got a camera on my face?
Fish and chips, home of the first British fried chip, from which the origins of fish and chip shops and the fast food industry can be traced. Look at that.
What are you taking pictures of?
Oh, I'm making a documentary about fish and chip shops and talking about the history of fish and chip shops and stuff.
Everyone is a bit sussy-wussy about them.
You wouldn't? Why?
I've been here 30 years together.
Are you done? Well, I was going to get a portion.
Okay, this guy is... Okay, I don't like this guy's vibes. He's very he's a little on the aggressive side. Also, why is he keeping so much of this shit in?
From there, but they didn't seem that up for an interview, so let's head back to that other one, that first one we went to, because they were well sound.
See, I'm the opposite. I feel too self-conscious to constantly bring the camera out. It's why when I'm on holidays and I say, oh, we'll go live and I'll show you stuff, a lot of times I don't, because I feel like people don't want me shoving cameras in their faces every 5 seconds. Now, some people do, some people don't, but... And like, there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. Like, he's walking around in a public space. But I just... I think it's more of a me thing. I don't want to be getting into any confrontation, and I don't want to be coming across like I'm entitled to be sticking a camera in people's faces, because I don't fear this fucker, but a lot of people do, and I got to be respectful of it. And I suppose he was too, because he was keeping the camera down. He was kind of, you know. But why is he so all the time? Like, he's just...
Some from there. I'm back. Can I get a portion?
Will you eat it now?
I'll eat it. Yeah, I'll eat it now. Yeah, please.
Wait, why did he? He didn't go back to the same spot, did he?
How much is that?
That'll be £4.90. Thank you.
Keep the change.
Honestly,
keep the change. It's been so nice that you've stopped and chatted to me.
10 cents, 10 pence, and she's shocked. Oof.
I mean that honestly, it's really good. Right, here we go.
Oh wait, no, he gave her way more than a £5 note. Never mind.
Look at that. That looks absolutely mega.
I
was a bit worried at first because I thought, oh, that's quite a small portion. But then, you know what? Sometimes when you're eating fish and chips, it's too filling anyway. So that's good.
It's the grease.
Plus for all that, it were £4.60, I think they said. Yeah, cheaper than my chips and curry sauce.
There's something phony about this fucker. I don't know how else to describe it. Maybe it's how he's talking to the camera. It's very unnatural. It's like he reminds me of a guy trying to sell me crypto and shit. I want to watch it though. I want to watch the whole thing. It's just getting motivational speaker, dude. And I just cool. Hey, at least people are saying there's something off. Government has broken the UK and people blow. At least no one's bringing at least no one's bringing up the fucking immigrants or any shit like that. So there's not, Jesus, look at this. My granddad was a widower, his wife died in childbirth. His nickname was Chips. This is why I always rewatch the same shit. Whenever I watch new things, I don't know, they tend to I don't know, they tend to maybe put me out of my comfort zone a bit. I'm just reading the comments there and they almost look AI generated.
Doors the other day in Ambleside, so yeah, good on you.
Those are just some older people by the looks of it, just enjoying their lives.
So when was the last time you had fish and chips?
I think it's kind of 3 weeks ago. I kind of have fish and chips once in a while because I love it.
You're from Germany?
I'm from Germany.
Do you have fish and chips in Germany?
We do.
But it different to...
It will be different. The original is from Great Britain. And I went to an event and they had the fish and chips and the highlight was the green pea sauce.
Yeah, the mushy peas.
The mushy...
I am not a fan of mushy peas. Never have been, never will be. I like my peas. If you're gonna give me peas, give me like chickpeas. Give me something with a bit of firmness. Same with my beans.
Exactly. The mushy peas.
That's it, yeah.
We love it.
What's the equivalent in Germany of mushy peas? Do you have anything?
No, we put kind of, the German word is the remoulade. It's a creamy sauce, a white creamy sauce. I don't know what is the English word for this. But
right, yeah.
It's not mayonnaise, but it's a kind of similar.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It took a long time for me to find out this mushy peas, how delicious it is.
Yeah,
It doesn't look that good for me, but in the end, the taste is hilarious.
It's amazing, isn't it?
If you give me it, I'll eat it, but it's just...
Absolutely banging. Now, £4.80, there's absolutely loads. I'll be honest, I have already eaten lunch, but I can see a second one off at that price. And that brings me on to talking about fish and chips. Where did it come from? What was it for? Well, it was real working class food. And that's where the saying cheap as chips comes from. But obviously, not cheap everywhere now. When I got home, I just wanted to check that
look at the way his eyes are moving. It's like... Did he take his meds before doing this? Like, this is the first time I've ever seen this dude, and I'm just thinking, is this what he normally sounds like?
Dude. And that's where the saying cheap as chips comes from.
Because I agree with
not cheap everywhere
what
now.
he's saying.
When I got home, I just wanted to check
shit.
that I'd got the origin of the idiom cheap as chips correct. And I think I was wrong. I had to trawl through quite a few forums where most people were just talking about this guy.
I think it's cheap as chips.
Chips.
I think it's well worth more than that.
Flog it. Very funny, lads, but I'm not made of wood.
But Dickinson aside, I did find one answer that kept coming up, and it's a reference to wood chips, so not the food chips as I did think. But yeah, normal wood would cost you a fortune back then, but you could use the cheap version, which was wood chips. Therefore, the idiom comes about cheap as chips. But it really was the affordable meal for the working class. This easy to produce, quick to make, fast service meant it ideal for keeping food on the table without breaking the bank, and keeping hungry mouths fed. And like the guy said before, the nice guy in the little market stall, he said, oh, I don't pay rates. He just rents that unit. And if you've watched any of my other wanderings, you'll know I'm always going on about rates, business rates, how detrimental they are to any business really that wants to operate. And when you can cut out those costs, like that place has managed to do, sure, you haven't got your own physical store, brick and mortar store, but you've got your unit, you can still keep fish and chips a working class food. That was a £5.
Yeah, there's going to come a point where it's going to be just pushed into the bougie side of food. I mean, you've already got it in the form of like triple cut chips and the like. Pretty soon, like, the only way people are going to get cheap chips is getting potatoes and making it themselves, which will be bad for shops, not shops, restaurants, because, you know, you're making it at home.
That was less than a fiver. And Oldham, a really working class town, that place is catering for all those people that can get a really good cheap meal. But I don't blame that place in the Lake District that had to charge so much, because Ambleside.
Yeah, look, Gillette, good chunk of this place is being abandoned, like anywhere else in main streets. Same in the States.
Probably one of the most expensive places in the north to buy property. The rent there must be insane. The rates there will be absolutely insane. You've just got to add on that cost to the product that you're supplying, which means chips cost £6. There were another fish and chip shop in Oldham, Jack Sprat's. Now this place...
Wait, hold on. Was that a TUI? Are they still going?
Which means chips cost £6.
Jesus.
There were another fish and chip shop in Oldham, Jack Sprat's. Now this place had to close recently. It had been open since the 90s, but I did manage to find it on Street View and look at it open throughout the years. This was one of the many recent fish and chip shops that had to close, and were vocal about the reasons why: rising energy prices and rising supplier costs.
Yeah.
So I thought, I know where there'll definitely be a fish and chip shop. Hollingworth Lake. Now this place, on a summer's day, is banging. The depressing thing is, it is a summer's day, and it's like this.
Yeah, it's an English summer day.
Anyway, there's a fish and chip shop over there.
Go up to Hoth in Dublin for
Let's
fish and
go
chips.
in.
Oh, it's good stuff.
And see if we can get an interview.
And I bet it'd be
See if we
expensive.
can get a chat with them, see how they're doing. So I just got chatting to the manager, and he said, come back tomorrow. I'm just busy now, so I've got an interview tomorrow with the guy who runs the fish and chip shop, which will be really interested. So we'll come back tomorrow, and hopefully Hollingworth Lake will look a bit nicer. The importance of fish and chips through 2 world wars was of no small significance. It was used to not only keep the nation well fed, but also for troops fighting to keep their morale high, remind them of home. But with Russia's ongoing invasion of Ukraine, which has decimated the global food supply chain, it brings...
Okay, so they're pro Ukraine. Fuck yeah.
To light just how much the world has changed since the first half of the 20th century, and a simple dish like fish and chips isn't actually simple to make anymore. Right, it's the next day.
Yes, it is. Potatoes, oils, fish, which is probably the most expensive part of it, and batter. Like, it still is cheap per se, but even before the war in Ukraine, fish prices were skyrocketing because we were overfishing areas. So the EU, the UN, and everyone else all joined together and said we have to have a cap on the amount of fishing that goes out to let the schools of fish come back. So even if all this shit with Putin hadn't happened, fish and chips would still be going up.
And what a difference a day can make. Look at this, it's so much nicer.
But I'm sure
So I'm just about to go meet that fella who said come back tomorrow. And like I said earlier, fish and chips used to be easy to make, cheap to produce, and I'm really interested to go into a bit more detail about all of it with someone who literally runs that business. So Mr. Thomas's.
Well, now hold on, you're not looking at the prices, are you? Well, I'll do it for you.
Literally runs that business. So Mr.
Cod fillet, $10.50. Jesus. Jumbo sausages, how many? Doesn't say. Serve with chips, $8.70. That's a bit better. The pie. These don't come with chips. 10 quid. That'd be like 12 for a fish. I might actually on Wednesday, tomorrow, or at least in 2 more hours, I might just go into the chipper and get some fish and chips. Because I was going to spend a tenner tomorrow just picking something up for dinner. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to go into I could make that into a YouTube short. I'll have to spend 20-something minutes talking about it. I'm going to show them what I can get for a tenner. Alright.
Mr. Thomas's.
Thomas.
I've just spoken to the guy. He says, look, I don't want to be on camera, but you can use my voice. So I said, how about this? You make me a portion of fish and chips, I'll film it, and I can put your words over the top. So we're going to do that.
That's clever.
A block of oil would cost 3 or 4 years ago maybe £10 a block, something like that. Now
oh, you can still go make out the guy's face.
Put your words over the top. So we're going to do that.
For instance, a block of oil would cost 3 or 4 years.
What could he look like? Dude, stick to your side of the deal.
Years ago, maybe £10 a block, something like that. Now it's 23. Potatoes should be this time of year round about £7 a bag, something like that. They're currently 19 to 20 for one
Jesus.
bag. But it's costs as well. Your costs combined. You know, your wage costs. You've got your running costs. You've got your
maybe this guy doing it isn't actually the guy who didn't mind his face getting put on.
council business rates costs with a lower customer base. You know, your profit margins are severely hit. You know, okay, people's wages are rising, but so's the cost of living. That's the way to look at it. Everyone is slightly worse off. We need a better standard of living for everybody.
Yes.
But people generally to feel a lot more wealthier in the pocket so that they can come out and spend again like they used to.
Yeah, because this is as important as it is for, you could say, culture and history and all that. It is to most people a luxury you can do without. And stuff like this is the first thing that gets axed when you're like in a recession. And that's when people really started to like drop shit like this, I noticed, was the recession. People just couldn't go out and do the things they wanted to do. And then COVID hit. And then, like, we're in some weird limbo time right now where and Brexit, we can't forget Brexit.
It's all work, just to pay the bills. There's nothing at the end of it, is there? And that's really where people are at the minute, and we've just got.
I do talk to the owner of the chipper up there, and even when things are busy, he can just break even. He's struggling, and it is no fault of his own. He's busy boy.
Left, right, and centre, just battering everyone's spirit down, and that's where we are. That's a good one. That's a good one. Everyone's spirit's battered.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you want more battering, come here. I'll batter your fish.
All right. Want to try this? Dandelion and burdock.
So yesterday's fish and chips was absolutely delicious. It was really cheap, but it was a bit smaller. But this is an absolutely mammoth portion. A little bit more expensive, not too expensive. Kind of dandelion and burdock. I don't know if it's because I got to see every step of the process in this being made, or if because it is just unbelievable quality, made with love from someone who cares. But
Now I'm thinking what I can get. I should just keep it simple. But I've got a menu. I can tell you right now, although I guarantee you the menu's gone up in price. Give me a sec. Down here in the hole. Right. Don't know when this was made, this menu. But ahem. Where? Right, chips, $3.30. Now, you can get curry chips for $5. She said curry chips with mushy peas was $5 something. So that means he's getting more than what I'm getting. So curry chips is $5. Now this is pretty rough. A fresh cod fillet in this, and I guarantee you this is a little out of date now. €7.30 for a fillet of fish. That means we're already over the tenner. So if I want fish and chips, I can get a fish box, which is £8. Not quite sure what that gives. Probably a smaller fish with a handful of chips. Meal deal, rib steak meal. They're all quarter pounder with cheese. It's burger and chips is the stuff you get for a tenner. If I want to get what I was thinking in my head, it would be fresh cod fillet or smoked cod, $7.30. Smoked cod is the superior cod. Although if I were to pick anything out of this, it'd be a scampi. Chips, $3.30. Drink. Honestly, I wouldn't get a drink up there. I'd have more options up in the petrol station. But let's just say a can, €1.50, right? No, a 500ml bottle of Coke. We call them minerals. That's £2, $5.30, and $7.30. 5 and $7.30. And $10.60. No, it's not. It'll be over 10 anyway. 12.60. 12.60 for something that when I was before recession and all that was something like 8. If it was expensive. And that would be if you want Ray or haddock.
He's one of the best fish and chips I've ever eaten in my life. So good. In a spot where...
So frankly, he got a way better deal than us. But his prices have gone up and our prices have gone up. It's ridiculous.
Where they're meant to be eaten. Go check it out if you're in Hollingworth Lake. Mr. Thomas's fish and chip shop. Unreal. God, I wonder how many portions of fish and chips I'm going to eat whilst I'm making this video. I'm all for it. So this here is a newspaper.
I thought he was appealing to elderly people, but maybe he's appealing to like a much younger demographic, the way he's talking. Because, yeah, mate, it's the fucking Guardian. Now, he's probably going to talk about how the fish used to get wrapped up in the newspaper.
Now, to my younger watchers, you might not know what a newspaper is, but this is what people, before smartphones came around, this is what people used to sit around looking at all day long. It's got much better battery life than a smartphone. You rarely had to charge these, if at all. But the interesting thing about newspapers...
When you were homeless, you could make a simple shelter or bed out of them.
Papers were... Back in the day, this is what they used to wrap fish and chips in.
Yeah.
A cost-effective way to serve
They still
the food.
do that in some places, and they have this customizable print on the side of it. Yeah.
Food. Your newspapers that were done reading, you could wrap up the food and serve it. Now that lasted...
It would be like the day before or something like that. You wouldn't have fresh newspaper because the ink would melt, would go into the bread, into the fish and chips.
Till the 1980s, when it became deemed unsafe to have the ink on the papers next to food, so then you had to use grease-proof paper, so that extra cost.
Which, in all fairness, I've done both, and the nostalgia is pretty good, but I'm going to be honest with you, the newspaper would just, it wouldn't keep the grease out. If you had to, like, put it in the back of your car on the way back home, it would just get everywhere. It's like when you get the rotisserie chicken. It's fucking gorgeous. But if your bag has the slightest fucking hole in it, or it's not zip-locked right, you get home, you take it out of the back seat, and your whole car is going to reek of rotisserie chicken grease for a month, no matter how much you clean that shit. It's a better system that we have now.
Came in then, back in the 80s, just a little one. Now, the modern day packaging, as my man Andrew yesterday was saying. Oh, so this stuff here...
That's all recyclable products.
Okay.
Awesome.
A little bit more flimsy than the other stuff used to be, but they're still developing it.
More expensive?
A lot more expensive.
Yeah.
These are 3 times more expensive than the last trays.
And this paper, I just bought this in the shop, cost £3. So
Well, what we do, we just put them in paper bags. Also, that's another thing of inflation. £3 for a fucking newspaper. They used to give that shit away free on the trains. Over here, you still do. You get the metro in the train station. But also, when you fly with first class in British Airways, they give you a newspaper for free along with your breakfast.
So even if it was deemed safe to eat your food from ink, it's not going to be viable anymore. Do any of my watchers remember eating fish and chips from a newspaper? It was before my time, but let me know if you did. Right, I'm in Manchester now. It's back to being terrible weather, but I'm here for a few reasons because
I couldn't tell it's Manchester with just wall-to-wall football.
Fish market, maybe have a chat with someone who works there about fish itself, where it comes from, but also I'm gonna get one final portion of fish and chips, but it's the opposition to the chippy. It's the competition, it's the modern equivalent, and it's the fish and chips served in a restaurant, the fancy fish and chips where they dress it all up.
Okay, so is it going to be like triple cut chips and like little slivers of like cod? Because you know cod, I love the texture of cod, but it is a very tasteless fish. Haddock and ray is where the real flavor is. It's why smoked cod is the superior cod. Yeah,
unfortunately, no one in the fish market knew where the fish came from. Brexit was supported by our fishermen because it promised them the return of our once great fishing industry. But like all of Brexit's false promises, we're just left worse off. Now I'm going to do an entire...
Alright, I don't like this guy's, how this guy presents himself. But I'm happy to say, from what I've picked up, this guy's not a chud. He's, his presentation's a little too much in your face for me, but he seems like he's talking truth. I don't think I want to watch any more of his stuff after this, but I'm glad that he's doing so well at 105,000 subscribers. Because if anyone's going after Brexit, and if anyone's like, and he's not using this as a great example to dogpile on immigrants, then a very leading title like this wasn't that leading at all, which is great. Now he could lose me in the next 5 minutes.
Entire video just on the fishing industry.
But I'm not gonna. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna get some fish and chips, and he succeeded.
History of Britain. So if you're involved in it in some way, in some capacity, get in touch. I want to hear from you. So I found myself the fanciest looking restaurant that I could that served fish and chips, and for £17.50 for a portion, I was excited to see what you get. And this is it. This is the fancy restaurant's version of fish and chips.
Triple cut chips, I fucking called it. And that looks nice. That looks very nice. Haddock. Also, that's the thing. He's not comparing... It's double price for what he was paying. But he's not comparing the type of fish. Also, God knows what that is.
Where the mushy peas are laid delicately upon the plate, where the chips arrive in this fancy little shopping basket, this ineffective fake.
First time I ever saw one of those baskets, it was actually a little shoe. Another one, it was like a platter and a bucket.
mini fryer. I felt like the final destination of this meal was in fact Instagram and not my belly. And I couldn't...
That's a correct statement, sir. Yes.
Believe it, but the little basket that the chips came in had a bit of fake newspaper in there with an article and pictures. This felt more like an alternative
Mate, please, calm down.
Of fish and chips than the working class meal that it was meant to be. I obviously saw the whole thing off, but yeah, with the basket and the newspaper and the price, this felt a bit more like an experience and definitely the worst portion I've had this week. So that meal then.
It looked nice. It did look nice. All of his fish and chips looked really nice. They just would have taken... I would have preferred those chips to any other chips he'd have had, because they would have just been made better. The triple cut chips are just mwah. And you can't go any higher because it gets rid of the moisture. So it's that nice little trifecta. But of course that's going to add to the cost.
Fish and chips and a Coke. £20, 25
That's pretty fucking good compared to ours. I would have paid... Well, actually, I take that back. I probably would have paid about 25 euro. But I would have probably paid more because I always tend to get an alcoholic beverage, and that's where they get you.
That is not working class food.
No,
when was the last time you had fish and chips?
A couple of weeks ago,
yeah,
I would say.
Yeah, is it a bit of a treat now?
Yeah.
Yeah, why so?
To be honest, mate, it's not my meal of choice.
Is it not? What would you go for? Yeah.
Probably a burger or something like
that.
Yeah,
yeah, fair.
Pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all unhealthy, isn't it, really?
Yeah. True. What would you expect to pay for fish and chips?
God, probably. I mean, now, like 16 quid, probably.
Yeah, I just paid 17.50 for some, so...
Oh, right, where did you go?
Yeah, that was in a little restaurant, actually. I was kind of comparing the sort of places.
Right. It's too expensive to eat out,
to be honest, mate. It is, isn't it?
I'd go to Greg's. But, it was a pleasure.
Oh, hear what he said there? Very true. Just go to Greg's. Greg's is it's not considered the greatest food in the world. It doesn't need to be. It's the same reason I always go to Wetherspoons, or when I'm up in Belfast next year for Claire's wedding, I'll find myself in a Greg's at one point or another. You can get like the price. Fuck it. What are the prices on Greg's, right? You get like their sausage rolls. Greg's Ireland. Oh, it's in Duns. Okay. Let's have a look at the one in Belfast. Greg's is they're selling off the ad and shit. Find a shop, way to order, start your day in a roll. Savories and bakes. Here we go. This is what it's all about. You start your day off with, vegan Mexican chicken free bake, sausage, bean and cheese melt, chicken bake, pepperoni pizza. Ooh, probably not. Although I know those types, they remind me of the microwave pizzas from when I was a kid. Steak bakes, cheese and onion bakes. That's kind of, they're trying to pretend, these bakes are trying to pretend to be Cornish pasties. The way they're kind of like laid out. They're not. They're nowhere near as good, but at McDonald's, there's no price. Try the sausage roll. The nation's favorite sausage roll, which is saying something. Much like Elvis was hailed the king of rock, many have appointed Greg's the unofficial king of sausage rolls. Freshly baked. Yep. Greg's is brilliant. And by brilliant, I mean it won't break your bank. You can eat a few of them in the morning, and then you start your day with a cup of coffee. Sandwich looks good. And then, by the end of the year, you regret spending so much time in a place like this because your waistline's expanded. And then you go on a diet. Until you relapse and go back to Greg's. But it's stuff like that is winning out. It's ones that understand that money is incredibly tight, so it aims low. It's why the Nando's experience died off, and why in the States the Panera experience never kicked off. It's just people need money to live more than they need to go to someplace bougie and fancy.
Yeah. YouTuber. Oh, no way, nice. How did we go from getting fish and chips wrapped up in a newspaper out of necessity, out of cheapness, to fish and chips in a restaurant coming in its own little newspaper with an article on it and pictures on it? It's almost a gentrification of the working class meal. This piece of performance art that you'll come in and pay for the privilege, reminding you of that time when we were at war and fish and chips was...
I do feel like bad, like going at him so hard, because he's right. It's ridiculous the state it is. But it's just, look at those eyes. He looks like he's fucking done a bump before every fucking recording. Mate, please, calm down. You can be underwhelming in your indignation.
All that we could eat and kept the nation alive when everyone was skint, except the world is at war and everyone is skint, but people can't afford fish and chips, especially not...
And fascism is on the rise. You know, what does George Lucas always say? It's like poetry, it just rhymes. Yeah, it just goes fucking the same over and over and over. Wheel of fucking time.
Fish and chips come in at £17.50, but the brilliant podcaster, Blind Boy, who did a podcast on fish and chips a while ago. I re-listened in research for this video, it really helped me. But he talks about the fancy fish and chips served just like I've had, and he says it's nostalgic poverty recontextualized to mean authenticity. And I think that just hits the nail on the head with stuff like that. So when did you last have fish and chips?
Maybe about a month ago.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Do you get it locally? Yeah? Do you get it delivered? Do you pick it up?
Locally.
Yeah.
Local chipper.
What do you pay for fish and chips?
I think fish is about $3.75.
That's pretty good.
And
that's
the chips are about $1.90 or something.
Yeah, you think that's fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
That, whatever he went to, that did sound much more fair than me. $1.90 for chips?
You get a fair portion.
You get a good
well.
amount.
Good fish.
Do you get other takeaways, or is fish and chips is the one to go to?
Curries.
Curries, yeah. I opt for curry more than fish and chips these days.
Yeah, same.
But it's just one of them, innit? That's another thing as well. Suddenly, with the massive influx of other types of cuisine.
Oh, good. You're showing everything. Five Guys. I found out Dave's Chicken is in Ireland.
Other restaurants available. Fish and chips just lost its dominance. It had to compete with all the other types that you can get delivered to your door really easily now. I think we all know, don't we, that there is a clear separation between the fish and chips that you get in the restaurants, the fancy ones, the little baskets and newspaper.
All right. We agree. And I'm glad at least he did address it once. That, yeah, we've got way more choices than the 40s. You know? One thing Britain's done since like the late 80s was fusion food. It's been the real center of fusion food. And that includes takeout. Like I said, Nando's. There was a brief era when Nando's was the big dog. And it was great if you were into that sort of scene. But the people who would go to have a cheeky Nando's for lunch stop there halfway through shopping in a big like shopping center or shopping mall or like a sort of town center shopping district, and like people who do that would always have disposable income, or else they're taking out massive loans that they'll regret later in life. And I'm just thinking, like, chips could never compete on this global scale. It's why if you want fish and chips as like a treat, you go over to America because they fucking idolize that. You guys have it as exotic foreign food. But over here, it's too expensive to justify itself. Like, I want to go out, I want to eat something. I'll just get a pizza because you get more value for your money. That's how people's mind would go. And it's unfortunate. But where I didn't even think about getting a bag of chips until just now. Yeah, I'm gonna get some chips. Tomorrow I'm gonna get some chips and some fish. It'd be lovely. I'm not gonna have a bad time of it, except for the fact that it's gonna cost way more than it should. Fuck this noise. Back in my day, money used to mean something. This grandma in Bolton cooks and sold me her breakfast from... Okay. Rate my takeaway. I could check that out at a later date. But... Ooh. Yes, he does interesting topics to me. It's just... And so does that as well. Ooh, the completionist. Anyway, let's do this for now.
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet. This delivery driver was caught slamming down food that someone ordered.
Oh no! Why did he fucking just fling it like that? Like the box insulted his heritage.
This is why it's so dangerous to put water into a bird's mouth.
But you see that open hole on his mouth? That's his airway. That airway that's opening and closing.
I do not consent to this image. I don't think I ever saw that close up to a bird when it's had its mouth open.
Closing right now. If one tiny bit of water gets in that, you pretty much drowned him.
Oh, hey! Kitty dog.
This guy decided that he wanted to become a sea lion.
Other dog.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Some fast food places now have delivery robots that are allowed to drive on the road.
Okay, I love the look of that, but that thing's gonna get destroyed the first time it like doesn't understand how to stop. But there's something dinky about that I kind of like. It's like an old World War I armored car, you know?
Look at that thing, bro.
Hit by a truck. No. Hey, look at
Their
it.
pet bird loves to hang out in the mask hammock on long car rides.
Ah! I gotta send that to Girly.
So he's gonna have to do his best. Oh, he's swing. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh no!
Lightning, please go away. Thanks.
It sounded more like someone firing a gun.
The good thing about being
Someone lost her
a
weed.
deaf dog is that fireworks aren't scary anymore.
Fantastic! I mean, bad that the dog's deaf, but still, it found a loophole.
This little guy just discovered what a statue is.
Benjamin, say hello!
Hold on, that's not a statue. I saw the guy's hand move. That's one of those.
Benjamin, say hello!
Yeah.
They were trying to have a romantic date, but their boat got stuck next to a fountain.
I don't know, he gets to... They got wet together. That's kind of was the end goal,
One of my
right?
subscribers figured out how to bounce bubbles on water.
Holy shit. That is some science. No, bubble friend. Oof. He's a good sport. I think if I saw that as a kid, I would be like terrified, like thinking that the picture Like it would be stealing my soul. I mean, I was a dumb kid. The dumbest of childer. Oh yeah, I want to check out someone we haven't checked out in a long while. We even had him on the show. Fail Walter. Or Walter Fate. Hi everybody, I'm Walter. Wait, that couldn't have been the last thing we looked at from him, could it? This. Nice guys from Reddit, I know what we had.
Hey everyone.
If this sounds familiar, I'll move away from Walter. But I want to hear if we can actually, like, if this is new or not. As always, check out the dude. Puts out a lot of content.
My name's Walter, and I'm back here with more posts and stories I found on Reddit. It's once again time to read about some nice guys. Gentlemen who make it their entire personality to be nice, especially to women. But they don't turn out to be that sincere about it. Anyway, let's get started with Nice Guys from Reddit. These posts come to us from Reddit Nice Guys. I am 38 years old, guy, single. By women's standards, I am considered old, from what a few women told me. And I have a few questions for the feminine side of the world. 1. Why girls...
Okay, a few things. Number 1, Troy. Wine, I would only have Concord. Okay. Sorry it took me so long to actually get back to you on that. I didn't see it there because it only popped up now. And it hasn't popped up on my phone. Brilliant. 2. Want to reload this. 3. If you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will be back tomorrow for a stream very similar to this, probably less Warcraft. I want to do something big tomorrow. Sure what. But we also have the watch party tomorrow, so we might just do that instead. And don't forget also this Sunday we have Jay Trudeau as guest for Bearded Ramblings. And I will be back over on Twitch. Be playing some good stuff. I also have to check out Final Fantasy X, see if all my memory is still there, which if it was uploaded to the cloud, I should be okay. Although I was also purging my OneDrive, so ugh.
Girls always go for the bad guys. 2. Why girls look for the good guys after had their fun until 35 or 40 years old.
That is
3.
Not true.
Why can't girls look for the good guys when they're young? We also like to have fun when we...
Most women I know that hit on me tend to be older. Like on Tinder, when they're looking for just a quick fuck, they tend to be older. And they all are like mothers. They want to have fun now. That's how I've always experienced it. Like the woo, I'm so drunk girls like don't really care about me, and I don't really care about them. The overly dolled girls in the cocktail dresses, I mean, sure, some of them have nice bodies, nice faces, maybe even nice personalities, but I don't look for that. I look for a woman who hits off with me, who actually enjoys my company. I mean, I occasionally do match with them on Tinder, and sometimes I'll have a good. I love having conversations with anybody up in pubs, so I've had plenty of conversations with them. But like, it's not hitting on. They're not hitting on me. We're just enjoying our fucking time. And then, you know, I'll meet somebody who actually connects with me. And I don't think about, when they hit the wall, they'll start settling down with a loser like me. No one thinks like that. I watched the Amazing Atheist clip was actually a video, but it was a clip of a wider stream where him and Scotty are talking about, they're watching an incel talk about like how women act and how women think and how men act and how men think. And of course I was talking about Marshall Mathers IV earlier, and it's just, their idea of the universe is so fucking skewered.
We are young. 4. What is wrong with us that girls doesn't like good guys?
Well, maybe it's your spelling for starters and your grammar.
5. Did we do something wrong and you girls don't like it? We always try to respect you and your privacy and space, but we see you prefer to go to the bad guys that always disrespect you and hit you.
What?
I don't know why he's saying girls now. He was saying women earlier. Or woman at least.
Woman.
I'm sure women who have been abused really appreciate this line of questioning.
Womans. Wife man. You've got really old English on them. Fucking Anglo-Saxon. Wife man.
When you girls start looking for us good guys, we already give up on dating and we concentrate on being single and happy. We will just get a dog and cat and look at movies and play games. And then when a girl in her 40s finally gets a good guy, they start complaining about us.
A good guy? No, a good gut.
That why are we playing games on the PC or console?
Who the fuck thinks like this? This is some stereotype. This was made by a 50-year-old dude in fucking Bangladesh trying to sell some Microsoft technical support.
Or why are we spending time with other single guys? Or what are we watching movies instead of giving them a...
Why are you hanging out with other single guys? Because you enjoy their fucking company? Also, if you don't want to be single and you're surrounded by other single people, just start fucking. At this point, if you're so afraid of being alone, just take a trip to Browntown.
Attention. Well, the short answer to why we don't give so much attention after we finally get married in our late 40s is because women didn't give us attention when we were young also. So please don't give us the double standard BS, because we are not young anymore, and we can easily go back to being single. He keeps saying we, I think to refer to good decent men. And then he spouts specific bullshit, like she doesn't like him having guy friends or playing video games.
Alright. For those people who, you do see it from time to time, like, oh, I don't want my boyfriend to be spending all the time on computer. Well, assuming she's overreacting and you're not actually spending like 23 hours a day playing fucking classic RuneScape, and like you're skipping work, and you're not washing yourself, and you're just vegetating in front of a screen, let's assume that's not happening. And she doesn't like that instead of you, I don't know, fishing or building like a model boat, you're playing EVE Online. Though I can imagine people who play EVE also are big into model boats. Like when that happens, all I can think of is like, lady, back the fuck off. But I can't imagine it happens very much. But what is a red flag? You can't have any male friends. Yeah, that's fucking weird. But it's so rare it happens. My first girlfriend was the closest I ever experienced to that, where she didn't like me having any friends because she didn't have any friends. And I was her fucking world. And it was stifling. But she didn't care if they were men or women. She was more worried about them being women. Which, fuck her, because I always get along better with women, just as a rule. I fucking love women. When I say that, it isn't just a sex thing. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'd have to go to therapy for that. But I just prefer women. Women are just... They're neat. You ever hug a girl? They make nice noises. You're like, nah. Or, nah.
Has this guy ever been in a relationship?
Nope.
My now ex-boyfriend kept complaining.
Ooh, that reminds me, that person reminded me of Cobes whenever he gives those hypotheticals that he couldn't exist for.
About this problem while we were together. After I divorced my husband who cheated on me, My now ex-boyfriend just could not get over the fact that I overlooked so many red flags with my ex-husband. Hello, my ex-husband lied to me and kept promising to change. My ex-husband was charming and adventurous. I was love-bombed. I was pot committed. I was in it for the long haul until I finally broke.
Okay.
Guess who learned their lesson about running at the slightest of red flags instead of offering chance after chance after chance? Me. I broke up with my ex-boyfriend because of his cynical negative attitude, along with his trust and self-esteem issues. Yet if I had been more choosy/picky, well then I'm not giving a good guy a chance. Doesn't matter what you do. People with this mindset will find fault with it.
Yep. Hell, I remember Walter once told a guy, had like from a Reddit story of a dude who got super angry at his girlfriend because of a previous relationship she had where she dumped him, and he couldn't imagine that happening because apparently this guy was really cool. And all the while I was thinking, dude just wants to fuck your ex, love. Just let it happen.
38 is old because he's hitting on girls 20 years younger than him. Guaranteed. Creeper. Yeah, I wonder what Lucas is up to. Hard work makes me want to fuck. No,
I know. Hard work makes me want to make sure I've got a decent pair of shoes. Whenever you're going to be working, folks, just get yourself a really comfy pair of shoes. Only time I ever know about Lucas now is because of Walter. He's the only one I ever really hear about. And Walter posts up on his Twitter a lot about Lucas's posts.
That's a reasonable thing for a 43-year-old man to be posting to his social media. Reminds me of this picture. Me.
I'm Lucas, where am woman? Alright, do you want to know the comparison? Oh, look at the boils he put on himself. He made himself look like Killer Croc. And is that a rat tail? Is he where am woman? I online messed around with a girl a few days ago, and it was basically this, and she fucking loved it. Because context is key, baby. Lucas will never find a woman like that because his mental abilities have degraded along with his probably personal hygiene. Dude ain't ever gonna have that caveman riz. I'm sorry. Now me, I am hardcore orc from a hentai. You know, eat meat from the bone, giant bottle of indescript liquid that probably gets you drunk, and always looking for the haughty elf girl in the skimpy outfit. Difference is, Lucas, I sometimes get one. That's just like Lucas has no self-awareness at this point, and as a result he has no way of understanding why he will never find anyone. And in that regard, it's really tragic. On the other side, it is kind of funny.
Me am Lucas, where am woman? I think it was based on this classic. And yeah, Lucas telling other people to stop dropping the N-word. It's pretty rich. Why is it every time I've actually attended a church service, the best-looking women flock to the wealthiest single dudes with the nicest cars after church?
Because they're Christians and hypocrites.
You're not a good person just because you're religious. You obviously didn't get Jesus' message.
And you're not a good person because you're a fucking atheist. Hell, go to Sargon to find that proof out.
What, fuckwads? You're mean, dumb, hypocritical, and ignorant.
And I'm not a good person because I'm an atheist. I'm a good person because I'm literally made out of chocolate. I am delicious.
I dislike being in your presence if money is what you really worship. Leave. Be gone from me.
Leave!
With Lucas, it's either you date a homeless person or you worship.
He looks like a warped sim from the first game. Like, I'm sorry, that face looks so much in pain. It also looks unfinished as well. Like, it needs it's like dough that hasn't cooked yet. Be honest, you don't owe me sex. I can just yeet it out like a handmaiden tale in an infinity. Or I like his shirt.
Money. There is no middle ground, like we see with many nice guys. And Lucas is so judgy that I don't think Jesus would care much for him either way.
Nope.
Oh, here's a new post that looks pretty crazy. Happy Pride Month, everyone. For Friday, pick you up at 7:30? That should give me enough time to get over there from blank. I should be honest so I don't lead you on any further. I have done a lot of deep diving in therapy since we have last spoken, and I have come to the realization that I am a lesbian. I know it sounds silly, but it's something I've felt forever and just repressed. I myself am still coming to terms with it, and I'm embarrassed to even talk about it. I do think you are so great and I want to be friends with you, but I literally can't make this up. Part of the reason why I ended things with you was because of this realization about my sexuality. I got back with my ex and also had to end things with him because of this feeling. That was kind of the nail in the coffin for me that made me realize, oh, there's nothing wrong with me, I'm literally just gay. I think part of the reason I flirted with you was because I was seeking attention, and I owe you an apology for that. I'll sound like a dick, but I'd actually suggest not apologizing to these guys for things like this. They will use it as ammo in a lot of these posts.
Well...
And here I was, hoping we would end up...
Well... did she know he was going all the way into douchebag town? Because that's gonna sting on many levels. I've never had a person come out to me and say that they're actually gay like that, but I have known somebody who I had a thing for, they had a thing for, but it turns out they were a dude. It was a trans man. If you know that story, you know how that ended up. But I did have feelings for this person, and vice versa. So if it was me having to give him the Dear John letter. But like it's still not a nice feeling to kind of like be told on some intrinsic level that you just can't be with this person. But you just get over it. And you just move the fuck on. But something tells me this guy doesn't take it very well.
Up in a relationship together. The thing I wanted to tell you at dinner, I didn't realize / forgot. Yeah, a bunch of censored stuff. And I have been known to have a temper. I haven't spoken to them since that week we first hung out. I was taking that shit from the Monday after we first hung out until about 4 weeks ago. I can't believe how much I texted you. I got off that shit and reread our texts. Jeez. My ex refused to be around me if I took that shit for more than 1 day. I'm still stunned I didn't see it. I was pretty excited when I thought you were going to give me another chance. I kinda never find women that actually intrigue me.
I don't like that term intrigue like that. I found most guys talk like that are like someone who will end up in a Fatal Walter video.
To be honest, I totally smitten with you. C'est la vie. You really are a great girl. You deserve to be treated well. Keep your head up. What is it with all these guys who think women love it when they say they're intrigued? It doesn't make them sound as mysterious and disinterested as they think it does. To live is to fly, low and high, so shake the dust off your wings and the tear out of your eyes. Townes Van Zandt. I kind of want to say sorry about being gay, but also I can't help that, and it's Pride Month. Thanks for always being so understanding and welcoming.
Oh, he's not been. He still doesn't quite get it.
I'm pretty good at reading people and situations. It's how I make a living. Question. Why did it seem like you were so into me? It really felt like we had something. Did I make it all up?
Kinda.
If you want the honest answer, I have really bad abandonment issues. I was dumped and was looking to replicate that feeling. I seek out men because I know it's meaningless to me. Not that you are mean.
No, that's That is something I've been told by lesbians before who like still fucked around with dudes. Like, a lot of them see, before they come out of the closet, a lot of them see guys as just walking vibrators. And they really enjoy certain ideas of it, but they just can't form a connection. And a lot of them, well, all of them don't hate, well, not all, but let's say 99% of lesbians don't hate men. And as a result, they feel really bad treating a guy like that. It's a weird position, but I don't think this lady's faking it. I think she's 100% legit. And this guy is, well, I don't think he's taking it well if it was in this. Though Walter has shown some like redemption arcs.
Meaningless to me. We had a lot of good conversations. I just mean sexually and romantically. I knew it wouldn't hurt me. I thought maybe me not kissing you or sleeping with you was pretty telling. Damn, I date all the time. I never feel like this.
No, I date all time.
But I fucking tell you, I actually thought we connected. Whatever that means, apparently nothing. All sounds fucking stupid now. Good luck. You'll find yourself.
See, he's saying it's so pissy now. Making it all about him. And I can get it. Like, it's not cool being told. I've never had anyone, like I said, nothing about being gay or whatever, but I have had one woman once say she couldn't date somebody with autism. And I just told her that actually really hurt me. And she felt really bad, but she was being honest with herself. And I said, I know you are, but I'm just going to say goodbye to you. And I left. And I left in a bit of a huff. She didn't do anything wrong. She just couldn't date someone who was autistic. Whether it be little or a lot. I can't blame her. It's not a great experience to deal with a lot of times, but it is still not fun on the other end of the spectrum, so to speak. To actually get hit in the face with the you can't ever fix yourself enough for me. There is something built into your bones that's wrong in my eyes. And for her to also be correct in that assumption. I mean, it is called a disability. Well, fuck. You know? All you can do is just kind of shrug and go, that's valid. I can't even say it's fair, it's just valid. That sucks, but, you know, his life.
It's not stupid. You had real feelings, and that's valid. I totally hear and see you, and I don't feel good about myself for doing any of this shit either. I just ask for some grace as I am much younger and am navigating life as best I can.
Much younger. Oof.
Yeah, I guess this guy is a lawyer, and I guess also much older than her. What are the chances he doesn't try to convince her that she isn't a lesbian here? I know I don't know you well, or maybe not at all, but this whole situation doesn't seem like you. We had something.
I know you better than you know yourself, person that I barely know.
We did. I think maybe you're nervous about actually falling in love and becoming emotionally vulnerable.
Oh my god.
I know what we had. It may have been short, but it wasn't nothing, and I would never have hurt you.
It was short, and it was nothing. One time in Dublin, I chatted to a girl on a bus for like the entire bus ride. We met when a guy drunkenly came up at the bus stop and tried hitting on her, and she shot him down with like a sort of a laugh at his expense, and he kind of waddled off. This guy was like barely able to stand. He didn't even take offense at it. I think he forgot why he talked to her. And we kind of chuckled about it because it was just the three of us, and then there was just the two of us. And it was just a late night, and I was just chatting. She was like an accountant, and very prim and proper, and we got along really well, and that was the end of it. Say goodbye to her before I went home, and that's the whole thing. I hope wherever she is, she's doing great. I can't even remember her name. Remember, she had really long black hair. And I didn't think I had found the next woman in my life. I was actually just grateful to have an interesting conversation with somebody. And if I'd have kept her number, maybe I would have tried to ask her out. I mean, if she'd have given me her number, it would have been a bit of a sign. But I wouldn't have. If she then said, just so you know, I've got a boyfriend, the pang of like hurt would have just gone. You know? Just so we're clear, you're really interesting and cool, but I'm not into you that way. That could change or something. Knowing me, I probably would have thrown in, okay, but if it ever changes or something like that, that's what I would have said back then. Always trying to keep your foot in the door. There's only a tiny amount of space between people like this on screen and most normal people. But that tiny amount of space makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, I admit I don't know you, and we've never even kissed, but I know we had something. I am definitely gay. Thanks, though.
There we
go. Love that I've been validating your feelings this whole time, and you can't validate the one thing about my identity that I finally resonate with about myself. I'm a lesbian. Poor fucking you.
Yeah.
You do know nothing about me, because if you did, you wouldn't be manipulating me the way that you are. You would know this is something I have struggled with forever. I literally know nothing about you, other than you have photos of naked women all throughout your apartment and like to pressure women who aren't into you. Nothing you say or do will change my mind. You were just a trauma response for me. Sorry I hurt your poor little feelings.
Yes.
Wow, that probably didn't go the way you hoped. It's not like you have to be a lesbian or anything to figure out how annoying this would be. To have someone you don't really know tell you they understand who you are better than you do. Wow.
I've had a drunk girl saying that about me talking after 10 minutes. It's so fucking conceited. Especially because that woman in question had never left the country or had no idea of a lot of basic historical facts. Like, apparently she didn't know that the English took over at one point in Ireland. And she was sober when we had that sort of conversation. You couldn't believe that I was not originally from that crappy part of Dublin. Because she was, and she had never really dealt with other people.
Jeez, I wasn't being mean or discounting your feelings.
Yes, you were.
It was my obviously biased and admittedly uninformed opinion.
Oh, yeah?
I think everyone...
But you're not saying... You're still using that as a shield. You know, just... What you do after that is... You're right, I'm sorry, I'll leave you be. You're not the only one who has to do a bit of soul searching, apparently, but I hope wherever you go in life, it's better than where you are right now.
Everyone is gay, or has the potential. I don't think the title matters because everyone is gay. Not trying to hurt your feelings.
Everyone, that's not what it is. It's sexuality is a spectrum. That's the thing. Are you 10% or are you 100%? And I don't think anyone is 100% either way. Every lesbian I know has a fuck list. Every dude has pondered even for half a second. Even just go, ew, no. That still puts you on the spectrum because you actually thought about it for more than a few seconds. Or even just for a few seconds.
Here's something to remember next time a woman tells you she's a lesbian and you don't want to take that for an answer. It's not your job to convince her otherwise. It's not your business either. I think everyone is gay is so incredibly discounting to someone who is firm with their identity. Just because it's not important to you doesn't mean it's not important to others. You sound incredibly homophobic.
Yep.
You had something with me. I had nothing with you. I am trying to be mean.
Yay! Twist the blade. That's what I want to hear.
I also have zero interest in continuing this conversation, being that I have lost any amount of respect I had for you.
Damn right.
I will be professional with you if you come into my place of work, but I have no interest in being your friend or being associated with you at all.
Nice.
That has to be one of the strongest worded stop talking to me's I've ever heard.
Yeah, seriously, like, too many of these, am I the assholes or whatever, will always end up in this sort of, like, oh well, or just they won't have a satisfying ending. She just was like, I'm gay, you didn't take that well, go fuck yourself, you're pathetic.
But I think he has a lot more words to say for some fuck-ass reason.
Oh, come
on.
Have
a wonderful night. Wow, I think you're reading too much into my texts. Can't believe this is where we land. I was really into you. And I was definitely a lesbian the whole time. Hee hee. You're here. That's funny. Don't be mad. I'm happy for you. I am just a little butthurt. I really was into you. That's it. I won't bother you.
Dude,
You're
oh
hilarious.
my god, I thought it was over. It's like time-stamped. There's so much more. Dude, stop it. No. You're so pathetic. It should have ended. I was giving her too much praise. Why not just block him? Why not just block him? There's no reason in hell for you to keep him in your life.
Hey lesbian, come play pool with me. I'm good. Sorry I made you lose all respect for me. Not what I intended. I do hope you have a good night.
Hey lesbian. It's like some fantasy, like, halfling, you know?
I get it. You don't want me. Sorry for the text.
Dwarf.
It's just my ramblings. Feel free to ignore. This was what I wanted to tell you at dinner.
Bolivian.
None of this is meant to convince you to be with me. That ship has sailed.
Where?
I get it. But that does mean I won't have the chance to tell you what you did for me. I'm not trying to manipulate you.
Oh my
I just
god.
wanted you to know this. It may sound trite, but meeting you changed my life. All this stuff I did for me. But you were the inspiration.
It doesn't even sound like they had more than like a passing conversation. She went back to his place, but she didn't fuck him. She didn't kiss him. By the sound of it, they didn't even hug. Did they even have a handshake?
I was stuck at that dead-end firm, as I was, for a while, the only thing keeping it open. My pay and work were stagnant. My parents were running it into the ground. I had job offers, but felt compelled to stay to protect their retirement.
Bitch.
The 2 days that you and I spent together lit a fire inside me. I knew by Tuesday morning that I was leaving the firm and taking the South Lake job, which was a huge leap in position and a massive risk, but with huge upside. My potential was higher, and I knew it, and I wanted to be in a better position to care for those in my life, which was the first time I had ever thought.
Oh, buddy, please do yourself a favor and just join the Foreign Legion, okay? Flee from the shame.
I have since become the go-to
Girls like guys
high-conflict
in
litigator
uniforms.
at that firm. I have been very successful, and I may have missed the opportunity if we
Out their
hadn't moved.
hats.
The move freed me from my parents, who, as it turns out, had been misrepresenting the state of the firm to keep me until they were ready to cut me free. It also got me into the position I wanted, at the firm I wanted. I really didn't mean to offend you.
It stops after this.
I didn't contact you after you said you would go to dinner with me, because I didn't know if I had scared you away before and didn't want to repeat it. I didn't ever want to pressure you, and I thought I took steps not to come across that way. I had hoped we would build something special together. I wanted to take care of you.
That's what girls want.
Oh,
More
well, I guess
wall
this
of
makes
text.
things less creepy.
Yeah.
I also really like how he keeps bringing up this dinner, because it's one of the only times he even met her.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like they talked for a few days and never really got close. But I guess he left his parents' business because he wanted a lady to take care of. This guy is too old to be acting like this, surely. If you knew this guy, you would understand how this is straight manipulation. Also, he's a lawyer that's 20 years older than me. He constantly harasses me to go on a date with him, and unfortunately he's a regular where I bartend. So there's zero chance at avoidance.
Fucking get him banned. Alright, that's not that complicated. You can ban anyone for a myriad of reasons in a bar.
The way I saw it, he was pretty much rolling up his sleeves to use his fancy lawyer talk to convince her. Yeah, it doesn't work that way, friend. He's too old for you. In your 20s, you're still figuring yourself out. I was in denial myself and did not need the pressure I got from guys who don't care about you. He wasn't listening or getting it.
Well, to be entirely honest with you, a lot of women do want, like I said, like they will use men and there's no like connection there, so they don't really care if in turn you're being used in kind. In a way, you could almost see it as them validating their own thoughts. But, you know, like I said, most women don't hate men and they don't want to use men like that.
What you were saying was not a challenge. All those obsessive texts after 2 dates? Yeah, creepy.
Yeah.
And he's in another stage of life. Women in their 40s, like me, won't put up with his crap. So he goes after someone more vulnerable, like you.
Yep.
Good to see you're doing the work. All the best. It is funny how the age isn't even the biggest issue here for once. Anyway, I think that's about all the time I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like the video, please give it a like. If you have something to say, make sure you let me hear it in the comments.
Yeah. Alright. Alright. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What time is it? It is 23:18. I still have food to eat, and I'm getting tired. My headphones are about to do the bleep 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 noise. I guarantee it. I was up for doing something different today, but I guess I can leave it to tomorrow because I'll be back here in a few hours to do a pre-show before the watch party. Should look into getting some content. Something good. Something friends. But I think what I'm going to do now is start wrapping it up. I'm going to go and finish off the rest of my meal, hop into bed, watch something on my phone, drift off to sleep at a reasonable hour, wake up, do my exercise, which I only did my arms today, didn't do my run. Very silly of me. Then go on out to the store, then off to the chipper. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm going to make the chipper video. On my phone right here. Here's what I get for a tenner. So you'll see that up on the shorts tomorrow. Then I'll go live here, and then we'll be over on the watch party after. Like I said, if anyone wants to join in, we have 2 episodes of South Park. We'll probably end up with 4. So, anyone want to make suggestions? Post it in the Discord, or come and join. Either way, or both. Then I'll be over on Twitch. We will try to play Final Fantasy X. If not, I will think of something else. The last thing I want to do is play the whole game all over again. Though I could play it with cheats. Oh, that would speed it up, alright. Then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Actually, I'm getting really tired now. Then we can go off and have ourselves bearded ramblings on Friday. So yeah, that's it. Been a good one. Hope you all have a fantastic evening. And remember, kids, get your workout out of the way the first thing in the morning. That way you've got your whole day free. Also, fuck paladins.